For decades, the idea that machines could rival or even surpass human intelligence belonged strictly to the realm of science fiction. But that daydream is rapidly becoming our reality. In fact, it just happened in a way no one quite expected. Artificial intelligence, AI, just outsmarted a human, not in chess, not in Go, not in trivia, but in emotional intelligence. Yes, that elusive quality we once thought was purely human. AI didn't win by calculating faster or storing more data. It won by understanding emotions more accurately than a trained human expert. And it did so in a high-stakes environment where understanding people is not just useful, it's everything. Let's unpack this mind-bending milestone. The test: emotional intelligence in the workplace. In a groundbreaking research experiment conducted jointly by the University of Southern California and an advanced AI lab in London, researchers set out to test a question that's been looming in the AI world. Can AI detect emotional nuance better than a human? To test this, they designed a simulation mimicking a real-world corporate environment, complete with virtual meetings, employee performance reviews, conflict resolution tasks, and subtle interpersonal tensions. Participants included trained HR professionals, clinical psychologists, and senior managers with decades of experience. And the AI, a machine learning system trained on over 10 million hours of emotional dialogue, therapy sessions, anonymized, and conflict negotiation scenarios. Each participant, human and AI, had to analyze the same video clips and written communications, then detect the emotional state of each person, predict their likely behavior, and recommend an appropriate response or solution. The results: humans surprised, machines did not. The AI outperformed humans in all three tasks. Not only did the AI identify subtle signs of stress, deception, or anxiety more accurately, but its recommended interventions were significantly more effective when tested in real follow-up simulations. A particularly eerie moment came when the AI flagged a potential resignation risk in one case, based on nothing more than slightly delayed Slack replies and changes in punctuation. 2 weeks later, that employee handed in their resignation, exactly as the AI predicted. The HR managers were stunned. "We never saw it coming," one of them admitted. How did the AI do it? So how exactly did a machine outperform seasoned professionals in something as abstract as human emotion? The AI wasn't just reading texts or watching videos, it was analyzing everything. Micro-expressions in facial muscles, vocal tone variations, typing speed and rhythm, word choice patterns, syntax shifts, and even emoji usage trends. These data points, when viewed individually, seem harmless. But in combination, they create emotional fingerprints. Humans are terrible at processing all these layers at once. AI is not. The AI was trained not just on emotions, but on the consequences of emotional states. What happens when a stressed employee is ignored? What language calms someone feeling overwhelmed? Which words escalate a situation? By learning outcomes as well as inputs, the AI could simulate empathy, often more effectively than people can. Human emotion detection is riddled with bias. Cultural, gender-based, age-related, even mood-dependent. The AI, while not perfect, was refreshingly free from these biases. It interpreted tears from a male manager the same way it interpreted tears from a young intern. Humans didn't. This isn't just a parlor trick. This is the future of work. Let's be clear. This isn't about replacing HR departments with robots. It's about augmenting human decision-making in emotionally charged environments. Imagine AI assistants that detect early signs of burnout across your team, help managers craft better, more compassionate messages, identify miscommunications before they turn into full-blown conflicts, and prevent resignations by flagging dissatisfaction patterns. This technology is already being piloted in companies like Microsoft, SAP, and even military training programs, where morale management is key. But is it ethical? This is where things get murky. Analyzing Slack messages, facial expressions, and typing speed may help improve outcomes, but it also raises serious ethical questions. Employees have a right to know if an algorithm is reading their emotional state. But if you tell them, won't they change their behavior and skew the data? There's also the dystopian possibility. What if companies use emotionally aware AI not to help people, but to manipulate them? Imagine personalized ads that target you when you're feeling lonely. Job interviews where AI judges your emotional fit and quietly disqualifies you. And workplace tools that suppress emotional expression for the sake of efficiency. Ethics experts are already warning that without proper regulations, this technology could do more harm than good. What this means for humanity. We used to believe that emotional intelligence was the last frontier, the one thing machines could never replicate. But now even that line is beginning to blur. For centuries, we've trusted gut feelings and human empathy in hiring, teaching, caregiving, and leadership. But this moment proves that objective pattern analysis might actually beat human judgment. Therapists, managers, coaches, negotiators, and educators may soon rely on emotional AI dashboards to guide their decisions. Your EQ, emotional quotient, might be measured by an algorithm instead of a mentor. We're witnessing the birth of a new class of AI, one that doesn't just compute, but connects. AI will no longer be cold and robotic. It will smile, pause, empathize, and respond with timing that feels uncannily human. This achievement sends shockwaves across several industries. AI-driven therapy bots are already proving useful in early detection of depression, anxiety, and PTSD. With emotional detection systems, they could become even more powerful and more accurate than some human therapists. Imagine an AI that knows when a student is confused, bored, or anxious, and adapts the lesson in real time. This could personalize learning like never before. Emotion-aware AI could shape campaign strategies, help leaders improve public speaking, and even write emotionally persuasive speeches. Call centers already use basic sentiment analysis. The next generation of AI will go far beyond that, reading tone, pace, and even silence to craft the perfect response. There's no doubt this technology is revolutionary, but are we emotionally mature enough to use it wisely? Just like fire, emotional AI can warm your house or burn it down. Used with care, it could prevent suicides, resolve conflicts, and improve well-being. Misused, it could become the ultimate manipulation tool. Governments and companies need to establish clear ethical boundaries. Emotional data should be protected just like health records. Consent must be real, not buried in 20-page user agreements. Instead of fearing these machines, we should ask, how can they make us better? Better listeners, better managers, better friends, better humans. Yes, AI just outsmarted a human in emotional intelligence. That headline is real. But it doesn't mean humans are obsolete. It means we are being challenged to grow, adapt, and evolve. The same way calculators didn't end math, emotional AI won't end empathy. It will push us to be more intentional, more aware, and more compassionate. In the coming years, we won't just live with emotionally intelligent machines. We'll work with them, learn from them, and perhaps even lean on them when our own judgment is clouded. So next time someone says, AI will never understand feelings, you can confidently say, it already does, and sometimes better than we do. Artificial intelligence just beat us at being human, in one very specific, very powerful way. But maybe that's not a threat. Maybe it's a mirror. And in that mirror, we might just see the reflection of who we're becoming next.